Right, so we got a 1JZ, we got an A340, but we need to figure out how we're going to be shifting gears, slapping gears, sliding up the road. How are we going to do it? Well, Aeroflow have come on board and we have their bang shifter. Now, little disclaimer, Aeroflow actually came on board after I bought this because I like to stick with companies that I support. I support Aeroflow, they make really good stuff, and then I reached out to them and then they did join into the build, which is amazing, but I did get the bang shifter before that. Now, we have a Nitro bang shifter, we have a BMW. How are we going to fit it together? Let's jump in and figure it out. All right, so welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. As you heard in the intro, we're mounting the shifter today. So here is the shifter. Beautiful shifter, right? It's sick. It's beautiful. It's amazing, right? Now, that's the trim. I want it to sit under here. So what did I do? I went and bought a drop box. A drop box is essentially a box that you cut a section out of the floor or the tunnel. It drops in, has a little flange around the edge, you bolt it in, and I was actually going to weld it in. Now, obviously, welding is an issue for me because I can't do it. Hence the reason a lot of this build is being held up. So I thought to myself, I wonder how close it is. I popped it in, it's really close, like it's real close. It was kind of like this, right? Or this. So, behind the scenes, what I've prepared earlier is I massaged the tunnel a little bit. And then this happened, and there you go, right? So obviously we're not anywhere near done yet, but I'm lining it up perfectly. So as you can see, I can still, without moving it, I can still hit the park release, the reverse release, and those two black marks are where the shifter actually shifts from and to, so up and down. It's a ratchet shifter, so it just clicks and clicks. Clicks one forward, clicks one back, that kind of thing. So I'm obviously making sure it's going to sit perfectly in there. As you can see, there's gap in front, behind. There's going to be gap in front of here as well, so that's all the way forward. Gaps either side, and it actually lines up perfectly. Now, ignore the quality of this. This is going to have carbon fiber on it, so don't worry about that. This isn't, but this is. I need to get the original boot, and I need to make up a nice little Alcantara boot for this, which will work around that, work around this. So that'll be trimmed up real nicely. I'm going to try and get that done in this video for you guys. So it's all schmick, but this is still loose, okay? I haven't bolted it in yet. I've just massaged it and made it fit, right? So what we need to do is get in and actually mark out the 4 holes. There's one up there. Sorry about the focus, but yeah, there's 2 back here. Mark them, drill them, tap them, and then you see that little U shape in there that connects from here through to there. It's the cable, and we need to drill a hole just in front of that and put the grommet in so that the cable can go in. So first what we're going to do is line this up. Well, it's actually lined up perfectly right now, which is ironic because I actually just kind of threw it in there so you guys could see, but it's going to work like this. Now, for the BMW purists that are like, oh my god, he cut things. Yes, I did. I cut this little piece out so that it can sit back, because that piece over there actually sits on top. Now, I've also cut this because it was the only way to get it in place and that in place, which is also fine because, again, that trim over there bolts to these 2 holes. So it's going to hold it together, and then these 2 holes are connected to that, or the other way around. I think something like that. I think they might all go into these ones. I don't know, but it'll be held together with all the stuff, so don't stress. And then all of this is covered up anyway, so it's all good. Don't stress out. Don't stress out. It's all good. And this is going to work perfectly. So I'm going to mark these holes. I'm going to drill these holes. I'm going to riv nut these holes, and then we can bolt this in place. Once this is bolted in place and I'm happy that it's nice and firm and secure, then we will mark a hole down there. So let me, with the magic of editing, fix this so it has 4 holes drilled, riv nutted, and bolted. All right, we'll bolt it in, boys. Oh, she's good. And then you gotta click that one up for, I think it's reverse, and park. Ooh, it's solid too. Like, it feels good. Oh, feels good. Little bummer is I have to install that first. So I need to unbolt this, install that, and then go from there. But that's fine. That's easy. That's all good. Like, you can just unbolt that, slide it back, get that piece in, and we're all good. So now I need to take this back off, and oh man, look how perfectly it lined up. I'm really happy in its final position. You can see that's as far forward as it goes, and that's as far back as it goes. So it is sitting a little bit forward, but the reason I had to do that is because there's a hole under here, and in that like further back position, that bolt there would have been in the hole, or like too close to the edge of the hole, so it wouldn't have had like a lot of rigidity. So I just moved it forward like 3 or 4 mil, and yeah, it worked really well. So now, as you can see, this is going to be about where the hole is going to be for the cable, but I'm going to mark that up right now. So I'm going to take all of this off, mark that up, drill the hole, and then go from there. I'm just waiting for a call back from the guy doing my roadworthy and everything to tell me how to seal these up. I would say rubber grommet, because that's what it is from factory. Like, you know, it's a rubber grommet with a cable going through it. So I would say he'd be fine with that, but I just want to make sure he is, and then I'll go through and seal all that up. Get in there, boys, get in there. Woo! All right, so the last bit of this install is essentially I've got to make that hole that size, and then we just pop this in it, like, you know, it'll fit in there. And you can see the cable will shoot through there out into, you know, the trans tunnel, which is great. So that'll be on that. Shifter will be here. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to bolt everything back together and show you what it looks like. But apart from that, I need to buy a grommet to fill that, a grommet to fill that, and we're pretty much done. I'll throw a bolt in each one of these just to, you know, seal it up, but that's it. So there we go. That's all done now. Now it's not bolted in, so I'm not going to go and snap gears or anything. There is one thing I need to trim, which is boring for you guys, but it's just the actual, so you see this, that is there to bolt on the kind of like the factory cover that you can get, the big black box. So there's one at the front as well, which actually just touches on the ashtray slightly. So I'm going to cut that off, and then we're sweet, you know. I'll probably actually cut this back one off as well, just because then it's not touching anything. I mean, that's not touching anything, so it doesn't have to be cut off, but I mean, like, while I'm cutting things, let's cut it anyway. So I'll cut that off, then definitely nothing here is gonna be, you know, affected by it. So that's all done. I'm stoked. That's gonna be awesome. Now, obviously, I'm not installing everything, because these buttons here, as you can see, these are actually, apart from that one, and these two, well, these buttons are from a convertible that had heated seats and obviously convertible roof. I want to change them. Obviously, I need an overdrive button, so we're going to change one for an overdrive button, and then obviously wipe the markings off or remark them, put a sticker on them, whatever we're going to do, things like that. So I'm going to repurpose these buttons for things like that, which means this needs to be able to come out and wire it all up when the wiring's happening. So we'll do that. So there's no point in me actually bolting it back in. So guys, thank you for coming along for this video. Shifter is in. I just got to get a step drill bit and blow that hole out, make it bigger, and then we can put the grommet in, and then the cable can go in. So you guys don't need to see that. That's boring stuff. I'm gonna go, no, I can't go to Bunnings and get it. I'm gonna have to order it online, because I was doing a little Google, and Amazon do them for like 20 bucks, and Bunnings don't even do them. So I'll just order one from Amazon as soon as it gets here, blast that through, grommet in, done job. Sweet. Please jump in the comments, let me know what you think, see if you like it, see if you don't like it, whatever the case may be. Please like the video. Please subscribe, guys. We are so close to 3,000. I'm hoping that by the time this video goes out, we've hit 3,000 subs, and I'm just really wondering what kind of milestone we need to hit before the algorithm goes, hey, this guy's putting heaps of effort in, let's blow him up. So hopefully it's 3,000, and then we get to 1 million subscribers, and we can start chopping up an Aston Martin and doing a wide body on it. But until then, thank you for coming along, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys.